Hello, hello, my friends. It's Susie Lee with Bellina Boutique. And I'm not doing boutique tonight. We're doing food. Who wants food? I'm going to make with you tonight my infamous, most requested side dish for holidays, and that is my deviled eggs. So come on in. I'm going to grab a couple things that I need. If you're just jumping on, say hello. I got to grab a knife and a bowl. Hold on. Quick. Hurrah! Okay, so here's the deal. So I decided I would go live tonight and show you guys how I make my infamous, I don't know, I cook like I craft. So it doesn't always turn out the same way twice, but it's pretty darn good because it gets requested more than once, that's for sure. While you're jumping on, say hello to this crazy lady that you got here. I am a crazy woman. I am, but y'all know that. If you're new, then you don't know that, but I'm harmless. I'm in my kitchen and I'm gonna make some deviled eggs tonight with y'all. All right, here I go. I'm gonna flip this camera and I'm gonna show you what we got. I got some eggs that I made. Now, when I make these eggs, I put baking soda in them. I let them come to a rolling boil. I have a video showing how I do these, how they come out perfect every time. I let them come to a rolling boil. Then I shut the fire off and I put a lid on them for 10 to 12 minutes. And this is what you end up with right here. See how pretty that is? And so, okay, I've got a little bit of, this is called, it's soy-free. Oh, let me flip my camera. Okay, this is a soy-free. It's called veganese. It tastes exactly like mayonnaise, and I use it in place of mayonnaise. It is a dairy-free product. Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I might put in a little bit of pickle juice. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm using a mustard. I don't know if it's available in your part of town, but it's called Plotchman's, and it's one of our favorites. I'm using a little bit of grated onion. I am using salt and pepper here. I am using Old Bay seasoning. This is real important right here. And a little bit, believe it or not, of liquid organic stevia. Okay, so that's the ingredients to this. All right, so let's get to getting. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this camera down just a little bit so y'all can see less of me and more of my countertop, okay? I'm gonna take these eggs and just cut them in half. That's all you do, right? Cut. And I make a lot of them because, man, they go quick. They go quick. Matter of fact, I always make more than I need because inevitably one goes awry, one gets kind of funky like this one did. I'm gonna use it anyway because, it's just my family. They're gonna eat it. Trust me, they're gonna eat it. They don't care what it looks like. And we're just gonna cut them in half. I'm gonna grab a spoon, just like that. Grab my spoon. And I'm gonna take all of the yolks. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the yolks and I'm gonna put them in this dish right here, like this. Okay, simple, right? Deviled eggs are one of my family's absolute must-haves for every holiday. They absolutely love them. Matter of fact, when we were doing family days more often, we're not doing them lately for whatever reason. Everybody's working and doing, everybody's busy right now, which is a good thing. Everybody wants to be working, right? Gainfully employed, that's a good thing. Anyway, we are, when I do even the family dinners, I do once in a while, I'll just make these because they like them so much. So this is not really, I'm not a cooking page, so I'm not set up for, for great cooking, what do you call, videos, but hey, we're gonna we're gonna make this happen. These yolks are perfect. You don't want, when your yolks are green inside, that means you cooked them too long. Did you know that? That means they've been overcooked. When you cook them till they're just boiling, till they're really, it's a rolling boil, my mom used to call it. When it comes to a rolling boil, what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn off the gas and you're going to put a lid on it. And you set a timer for like 10, maybe if it's a bigger egg, I set the timer for 12 minutes on these because they're bigger eggs. Just set the timer and okay, all I do is I take a fork like this. Some people might have another way of doing it. I just use my back of my fork like this and it crumbles. See how it crumbles? It's all crumbly. I'm gonna take these big egg whites and put them over here for now till we're ready to fill them back up again. So I have more room. Okay. And you just crumble them up like this. All right. That's a good amount. Try to keep it in the bowl. That's important. Okay, let me grab one more spoon here. Or my veggies, or veggies. It's like tomato, right? Whatever. Okay, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take about that much. That's about what, 2 tablespoons there? Boom. I'll probably end up adding more, but here's the thing with this. As they always say in cooking, you can always add more, you can't take it out, right? So add it slowly, and I'm gonna be adding some other liquids into this, so I don't wanna make it too, I don't wanna make it too mushy. Because then you try to get it back in, yeah, it probably needs maybe 1 more scoop. Okay, so that's what, maybe 3.5 tablespoons, I'd say. I guesstimate. I'm terrible at this, you guys. I don't use measurements. I cook like I craft. I go by the way it looks and feels. Sometimes I use a dozen eggs. Sometimes I use 14 eggs. It just depends, you know. So that's kind of good. That's a consistency you want to begin with, okay? Just like that, okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some mustard. I'm just gonna squirt a little mustard in there. And I don't need a lot. I mean, just a little to give it some flavor, like that. That's it, what? A teaspoon maybe? Because here's the thing, this is what my family does. They take them and they put the mustard on top and then they eat them. So, you know, if you're not a mustard fan, leave this part out, but we love our Plotchmans, okay? Okay, here we go. How about a little bit of Bragg's apple cider vinegar? Now, those who follow me know I drink this in my water every day, every single day. This is a cap full. I'm gonna put just, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on the Bragg's because I'm gonna add a little bit of this pickle juice. Just a splash. Boom, like that. A splash of pickle juice. And I am healthier now than I was when I was in my 50s because what happens with foods like this that are great probiotic for your gut health, you know, your immune system, 75% of it's in your gut, okay? All right, next I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna bring out my big dog here, my onion, my little onion, my little big onion. I just went to Costco. So what I like to do is just like that, okay? Like that. Cut it in half. Peel her down before I start smearing my mascara because my eye will cry. My eyes are the most sensitive of anybody's on the planet. And so as soon as I cut these onions, Susie starts crying. It's a sad state of affairs. I'm gonna set it over there. But I'm gonna give you a little tip on cutting onions. What you can do, I learned this from Alton Brown. You know Alton from the Food Channel Network? Yeah, him. He says, cut your onions by an open flame. By your stove, turn on your flame and cut your onions. What happens is those gases that come out of the onions, they don't they don't float around the air long when the gas gets it. The gas gets it and it kind of like absorbs those little molecules, and then you don't get crying eyes. There's a tip for you. If you try that, let me know. If you've never tried that, try that tip and tell me if it works for you. I'm not joking. It's such a good tip. And he's like Alton Brown is like, he's like a scientist, isn't he? He's like a genius. Okay, this is a rasp for those of you who've never seen it. It's a little grater, a little mini grater, okay? And because some people don't like onions, but they like the flavor, see, like kids, they don't know what they don't like. They just eat with their eyes. But if you just take a little bit of this flavoring, they don't know the onion's in there, but the flavor's there. See, Grandma's tricky. I am one tricky grandma. And so you're just gonna grade that right in like that because you need the flavor. I'm a very tricky grandma. I get them to eat stuff nobody else will. I'm just gonna grind it down a little bit more. We don't need a lot, just a little wedge of that onion. Ooh, my eyes are starting. Can imagine. I should have my flame on here. Give me a flame. Okay, I'm gonna move this onion because you know what? I'm gonna be crying over here, crying the blues. All right, here we go. Get all that yummy onion goodness into your dish. Okay, like that. Just like that. Okay, now is the seasoning time. As if onion wasn't seasoning enough. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to read your comments. You have an all-electric apartment? Oh, shoot. Well, that's not going to work. Light a candle. You got a 3-wick candle? I mean, it's a flame, right? It's fire. I don't know. Maybe it won't work. Maybe that one's not for you. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. Let me tell you why. This is pink Himalayan sea salt. I use it as opposed to bleached white salt because guess what? We should never have bleach in our bodies. No. Not a good thing. Okay, and I'm going to take some Old Bay because the reason I didn't put too much salt in is because this Old Bay is salty and I love the flavor. It's got everything in it, y'all. It's got salt, let me tell you what's got in it. Have you never used Old Bay? Celery salt, celery seed, spices, including red pepper and black pepper and paprika. This is your dream mix. A lot of people use it when they cook fish or when they make fish batter. It makes a delicious fish batter. Okay, all right. Now this is a little thicker than I normally have mine, but I'm not done yet. Because I put vinegar in and I put pickle juice, I'm gonna add a little bit of sweetener. You gotta add a little bit of the sweetener. I don't know, what was that, about 10, 12 drops? You can use a couple packets, use one packet, taste it if you like it, go with it. If not, add another. If you use the powdered, but see, we don't do sugar in our family. And so, that's how I do it. I put a little bit of stevia in there and they love it. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a couple of little, I'm gonna use the little baby spoons that we have here just to taste and see what do we need. Sometimes I put chopped celery, and I think I need that. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna grab now here's another tip. So I'm in Walmart one day, right? And there was a young mom in there and she was so distressed. She was distraught. She said, I need, for this recipe, I need celery, what do you call, leaf. And I said, well, honey, go buy yourself a stalk of celery. I said, you know, on the inside where they've got all all of those leaves that everybody throws away, guess what? That's celery leaf and it's fresh. She looked at me like I had two heads and she goes, that's a fantastic idea. I'm like, I know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this celery leaf and we're gonna chop it up. Choppy, choppy. And I see my great knife skills. But we want it fine, right? We want it really fine. Okay, that ought to do it. That's nice. See how nice and fine that is? It's so fine. That's what you want. It's like Mickey. He's so fine too. Beep, beep. Okay. Celery leaf. Yes, you never throw it away. It's great. Is it not fantastic in salads and everything? Seriously, y'all. Okay, this is thicker than I normally have it. I'm going to tell you right now. However, I needed a little bit more tart. I needed a little more acidity in this mixture. So I'm going to add another whole capful of apple cider vinegar. Bragg's. I don't use other brands. Here's the thing. I've tried other brands. I don't like them. I'm a Bragg's apple cider vinegar snob. So there's that. Now you know that about me. I really don't. I'll take it. That's all you got, but you know, I drink it in my water every day, and let me tell you, I put 2 squirts of that stevia, and it tastes like I'm drinking lemonade every day. It's great. Okay, which one of these did I use? Okay, I used the red one. Now, let's just see what else it needs, shall we? If that was any more perfect, I don't know what I would do. I'd bottle and sell it. It's perfect. Okay. But this much I know. My family likes tart. So one more of these is going to go in. They like it tart. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here's the dealio. I'm going to mix it up. That. And by the time they eat this on Sunday, see, it's going to have time for all those flavors to meld in there and all that stuff. It's going to be fantabulous. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our platter here. And we're going to refill our eggs. Now, you want to get fancy. You put this in a piping bag and you put your little piping tip in there. And you pipe it in, you know, you pipe it and make it real fancy. You can do that. If you want to really impress somebody, that's what you do. But see, here's the thing. They're already impressed. I don't need to. They request these. So it's like, here they are. It's not piped, but I'll be darned if it ain't the best egg you ever had. Deviled egg, that is. Okay, and I try not to heap them up because, and there's a couple that are kind of not so good. The whites kind of got cracked. Oh, here's another tip for you. When you're cracking your eggs, when they're done, after your timer goes off, 10, 12 minutes, what you're going to do, I'm going to take some of these out of here that are not exactly. See, that one just kind of turned out yucky. Oh, Jim's back. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it off the burner and you're not going to put cold water in the pan. What you're going to do is you're going to take one out at a time and you're going to crack the 2 ends first before you do the sides. Crack the 2 ends and then the sides very lightly. And what happens is it just like peels off. What I do is I put baking soda in the water while it's boiling, and these babies come out great every time. I got a video. I have a video, and I should probably repost it right about now so y'all will have have it for Easter. All I'm doing is I'm taking this beautiful mixture and I'm just putting it back in the egg, just like this. Okay, what I should do, hold on. I'm gonna just take this and tilt it upward a little bit so I don't have to go like this. And you guys can see still, right? So there we go. There's that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep filling these. And at the very end, what I do, scooch them all over. I do have a really pretty serving, it's like a big long, it looks like a leaf, and I lay them in there. And so that's probably how I'm gonna take them. But what I do is I hit them with just a little bit more of the Old Bay seasoning on top, and they turn out so good. They're so flavorful. If you make them a day ahead, that's best. That's key. A day or two. There will be none left of these on Easter Sunday. There will not be any. And my family likes them, so I make them often. And these are keto, by the way. So if you're doing a keto diet, this is the way to go. Okay. Okay, I like to just kind of pretty them up like that. You know, and then take a little bit more of the Old Bay, just like this. Okay, like this. And hit them just like Emerald. Ba-bam. Just like Emerald. Well, not just like, but anyway, there you go, you guys. That is it. And if you love deviled eggs, you're gonna love these. They are so yummy. They've got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of sour, a little bit of mustard. If you don't like the mustard, keep the mustard out, not a problem. You could add relish. Sweet relish is delicious in these as well. Just chop it real fine, like I did the celery, and do that. So that is it. That is all. What do y'all think? And they are a crowd pleaser, and they're quick. Well, quick. I like quick. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your night if I don't see you. All right, bye.